Hey, what's up? Javiolena here with Diverse Roots. We are finally starting our YouTube channel, so I figured what better way to get it going than doing an intro video. So, welcome to Diverse Roots. We are a family of 9, 7 kids, mom, dad, living out in Rome, Texas, Decatur. Figured for the first video we could do a quick garden tour. So just to start it off, coming out our front door, over here to my left, we have my daughter Ezriel's little garden area. She usually grows a lot of mint flowers and greens like chards, Swiss chards, kale and whatnot. And over here to the right, we have my area, a lot of flowers, mints, comfrey. I don't know how well you can see what I'm doing here. And just a bunch of other stuff. We have sunchokes, and a lot of balms and other things. So you'll probably see a lot of these. These are mulch piles. I hoard mulch. If I see someone cutting down trees in the area, a service, I chase after them, ask them to dump it if they're close by us. So starting out, let's see. Just a bunch of organized pots and whatnot. This is the bed we're working on right now. We just tilled that all up. Now, this is the first year that I'm actually tilling. That'll come in other videos, but I was pretty morally opposed to tilling. But right now, I'm kind of, we contend a lot of runner grass on our property. And we did really good the first, did really good the first couple years with the Back to Eden style, and that's essentially what we're still doing and what we're going for. But last year I was in and out of town a lot, and we really slacked off on keeping top of the grass, and it kind of absolutely took over. And I'll show you that in a little bit, kind of like an area where that happened. So here behind me we have figs in containers. I get these containers from a local horse farm, ranch stables. They train horses and all that, and they have a lot of these feed buckets, or I guess mineral or supplement buckets, molasses buckets, and it's where we actually got a lot of our compost when we first started several years ago. You're gonna have to excuse a lot of the junk and trash. We're really just starting to get out here, but actually, who am I kidding? We have 7 kids and a bunch of dogs and chickens. So trash is usually around, so you're just gonna have to ignore that. We have containers here, emptying out. These are from seasons past. I don't know what we got growing down in there. See, look, prime example, trash, chalk box. So we're clearing these containers out and just making way. There's some comfrey. I gotta go through that. That means comfrey is in there. You'll notice. There's other random stuff. You'll notice comfrey's kind of all over the place. It's one of my ego plants, I say. I keep it around. It's got many purposes in the garden alone. It's super beneficial for soil, bird feed, and most importantly for me, it is an ego boosting plant. It makes me think I have a green thumb of the gods, because there's no reason that it should have survived as long as it has in my care. As many times as I've forgotten about it, neglected it, moved it around, harvested it too early, propagated it repeatedly, it keeps coming back. It makes me feel really good about myself. So here is, let's see, these right here are all recently cleaned and sifted through. You'll see a lot of soil in these. Soil. There's soil under here. Oh, we got some little seeds in there that are growing. Just a bunch of soil, but here, watch that runner grass I'm going to tell you about, or I was telling you about. Oh, look. These are no doubt pumpkins, because this is where my daughter had a bunch of pumpkins, or watermelon, growing there. You can see, I don't know how well you can see, these little grass taken over, but you know, it is what it is. I I'm gonna have to tend to that. I haven't gotten to that project yet, but that is lightweight compared to, if you can see over here, all this grass right there is how it looked all right here. I'm really hoping you can see this because I can't see what I'm showing you exactly. But little by little by little equates a lot in my book, and that's been the motto that I've been going by. It's what I tell myself when I want to give up, which is several times a day. But yeah, so this is our front area. It's about a 50 by 50. These are little ant baits. We have a lot of fire ants, and we do a borax sugar mixture on cotton balls, and it tends to take care of them. So, can't see. It's just a little view of our actual planting area behind me. We don't really have anything planted yet. We're redoing our garden plots. Oh my gosh, farm hair don't care, right? My hair's always crazy. It's just part of who I am genetically. Yeah, so that's that area. We're kind of like in a rebuilding stage right now, but I just kind of wanted to give you a little lay of the land. Now that's the main area behind me. We're walking over here, and this is an area my husband is working on. Oh, I failed to mention, this is a peach tree that number 6 grew from seed from the mother tree, which I'll show you in a little bit. That also, let's see, that also right there is a peach tree also grown from seed, or pit rather, that one of the numbers grew from seed. We have a lot of those. They're everywhere. I have the mother tree behind me. That is the mother tree. So my husband today is working on his area, working on this area over here. Progress. Or at least that's what I tell myself when I'm out here. Oh, you're not sifting it. Phase 1 of Operation Sweet Potato Plot. Michael's about an hour ago, less than an hour ago, it looked like this grass. And thanks to this handy little contraption here, it looks like this now. My motto on the garden work is little by little makes a lot. That's what I tell myself to keep from having a full-blown 2-year-old temper tantrum, because the runner grass is for serious out here. I mean, that's really good progress for an hour. I mean, it's like an hour's worth of work so far. That little machine is a beast.
I wasn't expecting not to be able to get this much done.
Yeah. What I found with that, a really good method too, is bouncing it like up and down, like yeah. And then once you don't really see much dirt in there, even a little bit, that's good. You could dump it now. That needs to be taken back to the birds. You know how to dump it? You push it over there, but you know how to pull show him how to do the release.
Well, let him see.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Go over there and look at.
Do you know how to do that?
You pull it out. Pull it. Show me you can pull it out and lift it a little. All right, now lift it a little. Okay, there you go. That's what you're going to want to do over in the chicken yard, okay? Make sure you get all the way in there, though. Don't put it right by the door, all right? south side of the house. Yeah, there you go. For sweet potatoes. What? Look at this, guys. My gate is open. What? Why is my gate open? Because I have kids. I have a lot of kids. Hold on, bear with me here. Okay, problem solved. It was open because Sir Isaac here, that would be number 6, was taking that back to the birds. Make sure you close the gate behind you next time, please, okay? All right. I don't know if you saw that. If I got it, we'll figure it out. Learn as we grow. That's another motto of mine around here. We have some of our doggies enjoying some sunshine right now. Why do they have to be in the pen? Well, because those two on the right are puppies. The other, I'm not really, oh, because the gate keeps opening and closing, that's why. Because I was going to say, all of those guys are good with our birds. So I'm in the back here, and let's see. We got our little chickadees out. Hey, stop eating those blooms off that tree. We got our little chicks. We have some dogs in kennels out here while the birds are out because they are not good with birds, and we've already had several casualties, so that's no bueno. But here's our chicken yard. It's actually very makeshift, last minute, janky chicken yard, but it does the job for right now. These are our newest batch of chicks. Gosh, I hope you can see that. Newest batch of chicks behind me. They're almost to laying age, so we just kind of needed. Whoop. Oh, cool! We just needed an area for them to grow out. So all of the gardening that we do, all of the excess comes in here, gets dumped in here, because the goal is for them to build us compost, like our other birds. Hey, here's number 7 right here. Say hi.
Hi.
Aviva. What? You have your dress on backwards, girl. But that's okay. You do you do you. Look. This another tree. That tree there. Another tree.
Where's the dog?
And the dead body, baby.
Yes.
We already put it in the back. She's talking about the last bird that the dogs killed. The dog, one of them. Another tree. All from the mother plant. We got these little baby peach trees growing everywhere, and I know you don't get the same fruit. You don't get the same fruit as if you were to clone it, air layer it. I do a lot of air layering too, but a lot of those trees floating around here because I have a lot of kids and nature. I mean, what are you gonna do? But I enjoy them, even if they don't produce good fruit. It's perfectly fine. They don't require any extra energy or watering or anything like that from me. So as far as I'm concerned, they're an aesthetic tree at this point. They add beauty and value because I enjoy trees, as do most of my kids. So over here we have areas for some of our dogs that have to go into quarantine when they misbehave, or when we have gates open around here, or the birds are out. So it allows them a space to be outside without breaking free or being dogs and slaughtering my birds. This shed has been on our to-do project list for a while. Hopefully this season is the season that we actually get that done. That's a project. And yeah, what, baby? A bug?
It's over here.
Okay. Let's see what they're talking about. Oh, that's a grub. Yeah. Go. You can take it. Go give it to the birds. Go give it to the chicks.
No, get him by me.
Pick it up and go give it to the chicks. All right, and we're walking back around now to the north side of. Go ahead and close that gate, Zai. That is number 5 right there. On Zai. Or Zion. Say hi. And then so we're back over here to the north side, and here is just a little seed table that I have out for some of our very late starts. I like to start them outside. Well, we start them inside, but then I like to very briefly move them outside because do not have time or the patience or the memory span, the RAM to remember about hardening off, and I end up killing them every time I try. I put them out there and set it and forget it, and yeah. Anyway, so we're back to the north side, and we're in kind of like the boring stage right now because there's nothing in the ground. But my goal is to have all of this area prepped and ready for planting by April 1st. Better late than never. Weather's been crazy anyways, and my husband and I are self-employed, so holiday time is a really busy time, plus we were out of town a lot recently again, so things just kind of fell by the wayside. But that is a little tour of our plot. I've recorded a lot of videos when we first moved out here. I've just never posted them to YouTube, but it's always fun for the kids and I to look back on how we started, where we started. So I'm sure throughout the duration of our channel, we will, incorporate those videos and whatnot. Did you say hi yet? This is my main guy right here, my right hand in the garden. You're my favorite? This is number 4, Eli. You'll see a lot of him. Oh, you're wrapping it up so soon?
What?
Bam.
Oh. I hope the audio is good on this. I ordered a mic with the little fuzzy thing, like just a really little cheap plug and play one. We'll see. But yeah, so forgive my camera skills. We've recorded a lot the last 8-9 years actually that we've been out here doing, and it seems like every couple years we kind of start over, and this just happens to be one of those years. Last year we had that ground behind me completely scraped because it was overtaken by runner grass, and you would think that we would have learned our lesson, but we kind of didn't, and let it take over again. What's he doing back here? We kind of didn't, and what were you doing for the bird or for the hummingbirds? Cool. You just got to make sure you keep those clean, because if you let it get all moldy and whatnot, you can end up making them sick. I mean, that's good for now. Like every 2 to 3 days, you'll want to wash it out thoroughly. So yeah, anyway, also joke that we should be called Sidetracked Farm around here because probably, as you can tell from this video, I've gotten a little sidetracked. I don't even know what direction I'm going in, but this is an honest preview on we welcome you to follow us along our journey. This has kind of been on the to-do list to make things public for a very long time now, but I don't do editing, so if it's an edited fancy video, it's either my husband or my son editing it and loading it. If it's choppy and janky, that would be me, just uploading it as is. The most editing I do is in YouTube editor, where you can cut out parts that might have gone on too long or that I get sidetracked on completely, and anyway, that's it for right now. I think I didn't even talk about the logs up there. Oh, I didn't even walk I'm not walking the back, but that's a pile of logs. We have massive mulch pile. Well, we had massive mulch piles. They're pretty broken down at this point, but we pull our logs from there. How many years now? The last 2-3 years we've been using. There was a major ice storm, and we had the tree companies come and dump all of as many. I don't know. They dumped like 19 or 20 loads. It was an excessive amount, and then shortly thereafter they came back and did like another 10 to 15, but it was all mixed use, so it had a bunch of logs and whatnot in it. Anyway, that is for the intro. Hopefully that was sufficient enough. We welcome you along our journey. I'm just glad that we're finally getting this out and doing this as a little documentation process. Again, this is mid-March 2021. And it'll be interesting. We always enjoy looking back at our videos and pictures and seeing kind of like where we started. So we figured what better way, now that we're kind of like in a restart year, to invite other people along our journey that may be thinking about this or want to do this and not really sure where to go. We encourage you to learn as we grow with us. And if you have any questions or anything, comment, ask us, let us know. There's a wealth of knowledge between all of us. But yet we're always learning. So that's the fantastic thing about life in general is every day we learn something new, and if you're not learning, you're dying, so nobody wants that. See, sidetrack. I didn't even explain those. A tour would have explained everything, but I'll get better at it. Those are cinder blocks. That's for a project that we're going to be doing out over here. Anyway, oh, the wind. Thank you for following along thus far, and I'm going in now for a minute. Ooh, my hair is going to be so tangly. Yeah. Diverse roots. Like, subscribe, bell thingy, all that jazz that they say to do. If you want to follow along our journey, we welcome you. We are also on Instagram and Facebook, which is where I post a lot of pictures and short stories and all of that, way more frequently, because that's just what I'm used to doing with our other businesses. So, all right, thanks for following along so far, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.